Hot take, all kinds of writing are valid. Now, I don't necessarily think that's really not like a hot take, and yet a big name author was going on their main and talking about how, there's some authors who treat it like a business and some authors treat it like a hobby, and basically like talking down about the authors who might write as a hobby, and then implying that all indie authors were hobbyists, and just like it was wild. And yet a lot of people were agreeing with them, and so I just feel like I need to jump in and be like, no, no, all writing is valid. All types of writing are valid. This isn't to say that there isn't a difference between writing as a career and writing as a hobby, because I think very much like 10, 15 years ago when I was just starting to do my own writing in high school and college and right out of college, I very much wrote as a hobby. I was writing just the fun ideas I had in my head. I wasn't taking it seriously and thinking about, well, is this a marketable book that I could actually publish? It was just, hey, here's this fun idea I have, let me run with it. And I wrote probably 3, 4 different manuscripts that way. Never ended up seeing the light of day, never ended up being publishable or anything like that. But it was very much writing as a hobby. I was enjoying what I was doing, and I wasn't taking it all that seriously. It wasn't until about 2019 when I started actually taking things seriously that I started thinking, okay, what are going to be some comps I could use? What are some similar tropes that I could talk about? What are going to be marketable elements of these stories? Especially then when I decided in 2021 to make a shift towards self publishing, that I really started taking it seriously about, okay, how am I going to actually be able to market this? How am I going to be able to make this book sellable, right? And so there is a difference between writing as a career and writing as a hobby, but I don't think that either one is not better than the other. They're both perfectly valid, they're both perfectly fine. And truthfully, I think that if you are taking writing seriously, like as a career, I think you still want to be able to write as a hobby. Otherwise, it will get really stale and really like just unpleasant, because I know a lot of writers who they write as a career. They publish their books, they churn out books, 1 or 2 a year, some of them, and yet they also are writing things like fan fiction because that's kind of a nice fun playground. There's no restrictions, there's no worries. It's just like, hey, I have this idea, let me run with this. And sometimes those ideas can turn into something they might work into their published works, sometimes not, and that's okay. Like, in all honesty, let's just not be talking down about people and how they choose to do their writing. Like, if you're writing a story, that's awesome. Keep going, have fun with it.